Hello again, lovers of progress. Our excitement continues with all sorts of wonderful new breakthroughs. At the end of round 15, Queen Vicky and her empire continued to dominate with 238 progress points. Germany, with Otto von Bismarck, is still in second place with 138 progress points. France and the US still trail. Oh, we have a news item here from the continent, and we see two of our rivals going at each other. Couldn't happen to two nicer nations. France and Prussia are disputing the candidacy of a Prussian prince to the Spanish throne. Otto von Bismarck craftily provokes the Emperor Napoleon III into declaring war on Prussia. The French are supremely confident in their military. However, the Prussian troops, ably led by Helmut von Moltke, quickly mobilizes in good order and outmaneuvers the French. After a series of battles, one of the main French armies is surrounded at Sedan. Despite its heroism, the French army with Napoleon III surrenders to Otto von Bismarck. The defeated French fall into a vicious civil war. King William I of Prussia is crowned as the German emperor at Versailles. However, victory can be a dangerous thing. Okay, going to the governance panel, we see we have a GDP of 356, translating into 17 tokens. Of some interest here, we noticed that we got 3 royalty payments, 3 tokens from royalties. Now it's time to increase our base domain strength points. Let's look at our table here. We have our domain strength points, or base domain strength points. Domain strength points coming from our advisors, giving a total there. So we see that Germany is ahead in science there with 9 domain strength points to our 6. US is ahead in resources there with 9 domain strength points. However, in transportation and engineering, we see that if we increase 1 in either of the transportation or engineering domains, we will draw even with France. Which one to do? I would say transportation or engineering. I would say engineering has been good to us, so let's do engineering and let's see what happens here. Okay, we have a nice collection here of breakthroughs. A lot of nice juicy ones. Let's start here with the engineering breakthrough. And we have 12 tokens left over here, so let's focus, I would say, in the transportation area. Train brakes, that's a good one. And then, maybe too many there. Transcontinental Railway. And let's try Suez Canal. Okay, well, we got train brakes, Transcontinental Railway, and we'll get into some more details on that. Manifest destiny is the idea that white Americans are divinely ordained to settle the entire continent of North America. Especially after the California Gold Rush of 1848, there are trouble-filled efforts to bring California and Oregon to the rest of the country. Especially after the end of the U.S. Civil War, there is a strong movement to link the continental U.S. The construction of the U.S. Transcontinental Railroad involves the Central Pacific Railroad Company working eastward from California using large numbers of Chinese laborers. The Union Pacific Railroad works westward using Irish, Black, and Confederate veterans. They finally meet at Promontory Summit, Utah. there is a huge spurt of economic growth as the U.S. becomes economically united. Americans can now travel the length of the continent in a matter of days. However, there is a near eradication of Native Americans of the Great Plains. The Native Americans depend on the buffalo. However, the white settlers decimate the buffalo herds, often for mere sport. Railroads advance around the world, including other transcontinental railroads. For example, the Trans-Siberian Railroad unites huge Russia. One of our cast of characters, Cecil Rhodes, attempts, but fails, to construct a railroad to stretch from Cape Town, South Africa to Cairo, Egypt. Breech-loaded cannon. Well, in this round, it looks like Germany came out ahead with 23 progress points to our 17. Not so bad. 13 for France, and the U.S. comes up empty-handed. So, there we go. In total, we have 255 progress points to 161 for Germany, 82 for France, and 68 for the U.S. Okay, we have a news item from the Indian Ocean. Zanzibar slave market is closed. African slavery begins to take off in the 7th century as Islam became powerful. Slaves worked in the fields or as harem guards. This promoted the castration of male slaves. It is estimated that as many as 6 out of 10 boys bled to death from castration. Ouch! From the 17th century, the Swahili coast became a center for the slave trade. 3 out of 4 slaves died before they reached markets for sale. Under pressure by the British under our beloved Queen Vicky, the Sultan of Zanzibar signs a treaty making slavery illegal in his territories. Okay, we see going into round 17, our GDP continues to grow there with 373 GDP points. We did well on the royalty front. We got 7 tokens from that, giving us 22 tokens. Time to select an advisor. We see that we are in first place there in prestige progress points with 69 progress points. So we get 4. We have 4 choices here. Charles Darwin. That sounds impressive. James Clerk Maxwell. He's really good. Joseph Bazalgette, sewage guy, and William Thompson. We've been using Thompson to good effect there, but let's maybe try something different here. James Clerk Maxwell. Okay, so looking on the right side, we have 22 tokens. Germany has 14. France has only 9. And the U.S. has 11. Now, let's see. We are strong in engineering. So let's put our chips here, and then some chips here, I would say. Then we have, we're even with France in science. Yeah, but they only have 9 tokens. This is a good one to have, I think. We'll put 5. Yeah, okay, 7. Then we have 3 tokens left over. Let's just hold them for the next round, I would say. Okay, not so bad. Massless battleship. 2-cycle gas engine. Treatise on Electricity and Magnetism. And we see that our advisor was instrumental in getting this breakthrough, game-wise and in actual life. However, we see U.S. Did fairly well. They swept the resources breakthroughs, giving them 12 progress points. We did well in engineering and the one science breakthrough, giving us 11 progress points. Germany did well in transportation, and they get 10 progress points for that. And France got nothing. So, at the end of the round, we are still ahead of Germany there with 266 progress points to 171 for them. France has 82 and the US has 80, just pretty getting close to third place. Today we played rounds 16 and 17 of 31 rounds. The UK continues its dominance in the realm of progress. We enjoyed seeing two of our rivals, France and Germany, go at each other. We also are proud of the role Queen Vicky and the UK take in ending the slave trade in East Africa. In this video, we won another significant engineering breakthrough, the Transcontinental Railroad. We highly recommend a superb BBC docudrama on this grand accomplishment. This is part of a series on the 7 wonders of the industrial world. Here's a scene with Chinese workers handling explosives that were needed to blast their route. Please indicate a like and subscribe to our channel. As always, your questions and comments are greatly appreciated. Go to Google Play to access the Android compatible version. Goodbye for now.